Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
To throw, it's Sayin. That's caught, it's Graham. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there. have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man. It's Tate. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense home.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun. Now improvising. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring... Second down.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good, safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up second.
Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Gophers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. And they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He takes it at the 45. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30. Lots of running room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier,
a shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Steps away. He's open on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nice move there. He's got him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Spins away from the defender. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Touchdown, Ohio State! Stealing a score on special teams. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback, and Chase Young's record.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And tackled here by the defense.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a first down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
Finds space on the right. Turns it on in midfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
To the air, it's Lindsey. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on second and short. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Peoples. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Quick completion on the out route. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. He'll throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Turning it on. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Completes it in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Running into the open space.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Graham.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air. It's Sayin. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You can tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Taylor has it. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. Trying to take it back. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Off the play fake on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
They'll run play action. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays. A little wrinkle here as they go to the wildcat and use the extra blocker. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how their defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Fires to the big fella. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And the wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Extending the play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Minnesota! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Makes the grab past the marker. Turning on the Jets. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, he'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they got left in them. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown. build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pull it on the read, finding open areas. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Under fire.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll try the run. Collisions and power on display. And after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Gonna run it. It's Turner. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the counter. Sweet cut there. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that fit.
Wide open spaces. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the ground, trying to pull the plug. Clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The short hands, it's Peoples. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. With the catch, it's Donaldson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch, it's Graham. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw again. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Keeps looking downfield. He'll take another shot here. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air. It's Lindsey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask